Shalom, Yasha Allah, this brother Mapathat, right? That'd be key, but in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. And this is going to be a quick video, a quick exhortation to exhort the brethren, right? To exhort my sisters, to continue in this walk, man. No matter what no matter what Satan try to throw at you, we got to continue in this walk, man. And we got to stay strong in the spirit, and we got to remain faithful unto death, man. Right? We got to strive for the truth unto death no matter what. You understand? No matter what you're going through, the Lord can get you through it, right? And before we go into it, I want to say shalom to all the mighty brothers, right? Shalom to all the mighty sisters, you understand? Right? Double honors to all the mighty elders that laid down the foundation for brothers to even be able to do this work, man. Right? And I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That'd be all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, and the name of his only begotten Son, who the world would ignorantly call Jesus Christ, but we know him as Yahushai, the righteous, man. Right? And I want to dive right into this thing, so we can't lose the faith in this thing, man. Right? Let me get this real fast, because I kind of already paraphrased it. Let's bring it out on the classic. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, and verse 28, and it reads, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." So as long as you striving for this truth unto death, the Lord gonna fight for you, man. The Lord will never put you in the midst of a battlefield that you can't come out victorious in. You understand? Right? And that's in the let's bring this up. Right? Don't something might seem too hard for you, right? You might get a little faint-hearted, right? You think there's no way the Lord can get me through this, man. Right? There's no way I can overcome this obstacle. If that's your mindset, you gotta pray for faith in these last days, because the Lord can get you through anything, man. You just gotta have faith, man. Right? Let me bring this out real fast. Let's get this real quick in 1 Corinthians 10. Right? So we can't lack faith in these last days, because we haven't seen nothing yet. Right? Really, truthfully, right now this walk is easy. We haven't went through the things our forefathers went through. We haven't been cast into a lion's den. Some of us haven't been cast into prison yet for preaching this gospel. You understand? Right? So let's bring this out. And so we can't be getting faint-hearted, man. Right? So this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. And it reads, "There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man." Right? So all the temptation and tribulation you're going through, the Lord said it's common to man. Don't think it's some new thing. Why did the Lord have... Salakia, you like, why did the Lord have me going through this, man? Right? Why am I the only one dealing with this, man? Right? It's no temptation. It's not a new thing. You understand? Other brothers and other sisters are dealing with the same things you're dealing with, right? So it says, "There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able." And the Most High God will never put you through something that you can't endure through. You understand? The Lord will never put you in a fight that's too strong for you, right? Because as long as you're operating in the spirit of the Lord, you can get through anything, man. You understand? And it says, "But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it." So no matter what temptation you're going through, through the spirit of the Lord, you can get through it, man. Right? It's not, let me get this real fast and Mark. Right? Through faith, everything is possible, and we have to believe that. You understand? A lot of times we can't deal with certain temptations and certain tribulations is because we lack faith. You understand? That's why even the apostles that walked with Yahushua and was directly taught by our King, they even prayed for faith, man. Let me get that first. So faith, you're ultimately going to be saved by faith. Don't think because you got fringes on, right, and you got the biggest beard in the whole world that you're going to make it to the kingdom of heaven, right? In these last days, you're going to need faith, man. Your fringe is not going to be able to save you if you don't really have full faith in our Lord, man, right? Let's bring this out in Luke. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 5, and it reads, "And the apostle said unto the Lord, increase our faith." So you're talking about the apostles that were directly taught by our Lord and Savior Yahushua. They kind of asking the Lord, Lord, can you increase our faith, man? Right? They see the Lord with their bodily eyes, and yet they still ask for faith, man. How much more us who we don't see the Lord, right? We don't see any miracles, you understand? So how much more us, right? And like the sister said, anything is possible through faith, man. That's the spirit, because that's what I'm about to bring out. So through faith, all things are possible. Let's bring that out. Let's go to the book of Mark. Right, so this is the book of Mark, chapter 9 and verse 23, and it reads, "And Yahushua said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth." So you got to believe that, man. right? We can't question the Most High God. The Most High said all things are possible, Salakia, all things are possible to him that believeth, right? And I believe that, man, right? And that's what, hey, Daniel believed that, man. Daniel didn't get cast into the lion's den and say, hey, it's over, man. There's no way the Most High God can save me out of this thing. Hey, man, he knew and believed, hey, the Lord can save me out of this. How much more, how about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, man? Right? They kind of said, the damn Nebuchadnezzar kind of telling them, hey, your God can't save you out of this. And what they say, hey, the Lord could save us out of this. And what happened, man? They were delivered, man. Right? Let's get this account in Daniel 6. So that's why the Lord said, let me bring this out real fast. I kind of got a lot of precepts running through my mind through the Spirit. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. Right? And shalom to all the mighty brothers and sisters on the live, Salakia. Right? So this is the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. And it reads, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. Right? So all the things that's in the scriptures were written for our learning. We can't just read these things like it's just a book, right? Hey, these things we got to apply to our life. This is the book of life, you understand? Hey, reading these things and applying them to your life, that's wisdom. Just reading it and just saying, oh, yeah, I read that account. Oh, yeah, I read that. But you never apply it to your life. That's vanity, you understand? Hey, the Lord said these things are written for our learning. And it says that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. And through these scriptures, we can have hope. So when you read about your forefathers, you want to apply these things to your life. You want to pray to Most High God that you could deal with the situations the same way your righteous forefathers dealt with them. You understand? Let's bring this out in Daniel. Right? So this is the book of Daniel, chapter 6 and verse 22. Right? I'm going to get straight to the point. And it reads, I'm going to start from 20, right? And it says, and when he came into the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel, and the king spake and said unto Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God whom thy servest continually able to deliver thee from the lion's den? Right? So you got King Darius, right? Just to kind of get a quick summary of the chapter. He liked Daniel, you understand? So he didn't want Daniel to be devoured by that lion. So he kind of asked him, hey, is the Most High going to be able to deliver you from the lion's den? Right? Now check this out. In verse 21 it says, then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. My God hath sent his angel and have shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me. Right? So, hey, the Most High God already sent them an angel that shut the lion's mouth. So Daniel wasn't eaten alive. You understand? And that's all through faith. Hey, the Most High God is not going to send some wicked brother or wicked sister or angel that don't even believe. You understand? And it says, for as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt, right? And I want to just jump a little up in the chapter to show the faith that Daniel had, right? So this is the book, this Daniel 6, and I want to start from verse 7, right? So check this out. This is where it get heavy. It says, and all the presidents of the kingdom, the governors and the princes, the counselors and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree that whosoever shall ask a petition of any god or man 30 days, except of thee, O king, he shall be cast into the lion's den. So this before Daniel was cast into the lion's den. You had these wicked governors in the Persian Empire who made a decree to kind of overthrow Daniel. You understand? They were envious of Daniel, right? Because he was an Israelite that was the head president, right, over them, right? So they made a decree saying, hey, if anybody try to pray to any other god besides you, Nebuchadnezzar, Salakia, King Darius, it was King Darius, you understand? Hey, then he got to be cast into the lion's den. Now, let's check out the faith of Daniel, right? And it says, now, O king, establish the decree and sign the writing that it be not changed according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altereth not. Wherefore King Darius signed the writing in the decree. Now check this out, verse 10. This is where it gets heavy. Now when Daniel knew what the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God as he did aforetime. So a lot of brothers and sisters in that day, hey, they probably had stopped praying, man. They'd be like, hey, I'm not trying to get put to death, man. I'm not praying no more. But Daniel opened his window, right? And he prayed 3 times a day unto the Lord, man. He didn't care who saw him, because he understood, hey, if I got faith in the Lord, right? It's ultimately up to the Lord whether I live or die, man. Hey, you can't save your whole life, your own life in this thing, man. Hey, life and death is in the hands of the Most High God. And Daniel understood that. And that comes with having full faith in the Lord, man. Right? So he said, even though they said whoever going to pray to another God, they're going to be cast into a lion's den. Hey, I'm praying to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Y'all just going to have to kill me. Right? So he had faith in the Lord. So let me bring this out real fast. And that's how you're going to ultimately be defended. Right? So this is the book of Sirach chapter 2 and verse 12. And it reads, I'm going to start from 13. I'm going to get straight to the point. It says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Right? So the Lord said if you're faint-hearted, it's because you don't really believe, man. Right? So being faint-hearted and lacking faith goes hand in hand. You understand? And it says, Salaki, it says, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended, man. Right? So, hey, faith is the most important thing you can have in this thing. Because, hey, if you don't have faith, that means you're walking in this thing in vain, right? You're just following after other men. You don't really believe that the Most High God exists. You don't really believe that he's going to send chariots down and deliver you, right? You don't really believe that he's listening to your prayers, but yet you're walking around with fringes on, right? Being followers of men, you understand? But we got, hey, the real men of the Lord and the real sisters of the Lord in these last days, they're going to have real faith in the Lord, right? Let me get this real fast in John, because this is what Yahweh Shai said. This is the book of John. So we got to pray for faith in these last days, because you're going to ultimately be saved through your faith, man. Right? So this is the book of St. John, chapter 4, and verse 23, right? And it reads, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and truth. Right? And if you worship the Father in spirit and truth, that means, hey, you got faith in the Lord, man. And it says, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. So we have to worship the Most High God in spirit and truth, man. You understand? Right? Because it's not, hey, the kingdom of heaven is not meant to be easy to get. You just throw in the dress, right, for the sisters. You just throwing the dress in the head wrap, and now you think you're going to get the kingdom of heaven, man. Right? You got to cleanse your inner parts. The Lord really don't care about the outward man. You understand? The Lord don't really care about the outward man. But yes, we have to keep the laws, right? You have to wear your dress. You have to wear your fringes. You have to grow your beard. But the Lord really, on a deeper level, he don't really care about that. You understand? Because you could do all these things and still be a wicked brother or sister, right? So let me bring this out real fast. In Romans 2, the classic. It's the book of Romans, chapter 2 and verse 28, and it reads, for he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision, which is outward in the flesh, right? So you're not a Jew just because you appear to be a Jew on the outward man, you understand? Or you're not an Israelite, right? Or you're not righteous just because you appear to be righteous on the outward man. It says, but he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart and the spirit, and not in letter, whose praise is not of men, but of the Most High God. So, hey, you got to cleanse your inner parts, man. Right? Let's get that in Matthew 23. Right? And part of cleansing your inner parts is having true faith in the Lord, man. Don't serve the Lord in vain, man. Right? So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 23 and verse, and this whole thing is good, right? But I'm going to get straight to the point. Matthew verse 23 and verse 25, and it reads, in this red letter, it's our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai speaking, right? Who the world will ignorantly call Jesus Christ. And it says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. So you have these scribes and Pharisees. They like to appear righteous on the outward men, right? They want to wear the best garments, right? They might come and kind of kiss you on your hand and just try to be all righteous on the outward man, but deep down inside they were wicked as all hell, man, right? So it says, verse 26. It says, thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and the platter. Right? So this is parabolic. The Lord is saying, hey, you got to cleanse first your spirit. You got to cleanse your inward man first. You understand? It says, cleanse first that which is within the cup and the platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. Right? And then by you cleansing your inner man, right, then your outside going to be clean also. Right? It says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you are like whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward. Right? So their outward man, they seem beautiful. Right? They seem righteous on the outward, man. You understand? Right? And it says, Salakia, bear with me. Where was I at? I'm going to jump to verse 28 to get straight to the point. And it reads, Even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within you are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. And you don't want to be that brother or sister, right? You appear righteous on the outside, you understand, right? You make all these righteous stats, and you appear to be righteous on the outside, but deep down inside, your heart is not really right with the Lord, right? Because you can fool men all the time, right? A man might look at you and be like, oh yeah, that's such a precious and righteous sister, right? Or that's a righteous brother. He's always bringing it out. He's always on fire on Facebook. Hey, but that brother or sister could meet you in real life, and you wicked as all hell, man. Right? So it don't really matter how men see you. It's all about how the Most High God see you. And the Most High God knows your heart, man. Right? So even though on the earth, all these Pharisees and scribes, they were deceiving these different Israelites, right? They were deceiving them, making them think they were righteous men, right? These are the men that's sitting in Moses' seat. They're the givers of the law, right? But when Yahushua came, hey, Yahushua said, man, I know y'all hurts, man. Y'all wicked as hell, man. Right? Let's bring that out real fast. And how much more the Most High God with us, man? Right? And Shalom, King. Let's go to this real fast. I believe it's Matthew 9 and verse 4, right? So the Most High God and Yahushua knows your heart, man. Right, so this is the book of Matthew chapter 9 and verse 4, and it reads, and Yahushua, knowing their hearts, said, wherefore think ye evil in your hearts? Right, so hey, they couldn't deceive Yahushua, man. Right, because Yahushua knew their hearts, man. He said, why is y'all thinking evil in your heart? Right, so he knows what's on your mind, man. And also, obviously, as well, but I'm gonna bring it out anyway, the Most High God knows as well, man. Hey, so if you lacking weight, if you lacking faith, you got to check these things, man. Right? If you have any leaven, malice, wickedness, guile in your heart, you got to check these things, especially coming in time for the Passover, man. Right? Because the Lord said if you eat of his bodily, his body unworthily, hey, it's like you killing the Lord, man. Right? It's like you're the one guilty of his blood, man. We're going to bring that out as well. Right? So let's bring this out. Salaki, I kind of forgot where I was going. Let's go to the book of Job. So this is the time to really examine yourself in this thing. So this is the book of Job, chapter 42 and verse 2, and it reads, I know that thou can do everything, and that no thought can be withholden from thee. So no thought can be withholden from the Most High God, man. Right? That's why it's important to really examine ourselves, man, and cleanse our inward parts, man. Stop just thinking about the outer man. I wonder how this brother is going to look at me, right? I wonder how this sister, what this sister thinks about me, man. Hey, man, I don't give a damn what another brother or another sister think about me, man. I always think about how is the Most High God looking at me, man? Because the Most High God knows your most inner darkest thoughts, man. Right? Let me bring this out real fast. Right? So we can't seek to please men. Let me get that real fast, Salakia. Kind of a lot going on through the spirit. We can't seek to please men, because this is what Paul said, right? And this is a heavy precept. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 1 and verse 10, and it reads, for do I now persuade men or the Most High God? So are you in this thing to persuade men that you're a righteous brother or a righteous sister? Right? Or are you trying to persuade the Most High God, man? And show the Most High God that, hey, I'm doing all that I can to get the kingdom of heaven. You understand? Because, hey, this thing not easy, man. Right? And it says, or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be a servant of Yahushua. Right? And if you're seeking to please the next brother or you're seeking to please the next sister, hey, you shouldn't even be a servant of Yahushua. And that's what Paul said, man. Right? Let me get this in Psalms. So you can't be in this thing with iniquity in your heart, man. You can't be in this thing really not believing. You lacking faith. You really don't believe that Yahushua is a so-called black man. Right? You really don't believe that the Most High God has woolly hair. Right? You really, when you hear brothers teach about the world going down in nuclear fire, you kind of scratching your head. I don't really believe that. But hey, I like my fringes though, so I'm gonna keep wearing them. Hey man, you can't be in this thing in vain, man. Right? You gotta have true faith, right? Let me get this real fast in Romans. Right? We gotta have the faith of Abraham, right? And you're not gonna just wake up one day and just have an abundance of faith. It comes with prayer, man. Right? It comes with meditating on the scriptures. Right? That's what the Lord said in Romans 10 and 17. Right? Faith comes by hearing of the word, man. That's why you have to be constantly dwelling in the scriptures, man. Right? So Salakia, man. Let's get this real fast in Romans 10 and 17. It reads, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So your faith is going to be increased by hearing this word, man. So you got to be constantly meditating in this word. Right? That goes into Joshua 1 and 8. Right? It goes into I'm gonna get them, right? I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna get this in Psalms. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, and verse number 97, and it reads, "Oh, how I love thy law. It is my meditation all the day." So this word got to be your meditation all the day. You might be on the road, you kind of driving, right? You playing the audio Bible, right? You damn thinking about precepts, right? You might be at work, you kind of, whatever you may do at work, you might be a chef, you kind of chopping it up. Hey, but you're thinking about how the apostles was preparing the Passover, man. Right? Or you're just thinking about the scriptures, man. Right? You could kind of be doing things, right? But you're still thinking about the scriptures, man. Right? Because that second that the Most High God is not on your mind, now you can become idle in your mind. You start thinking about all matters of folly and vanity. You understand? I remember how it used to be when I used to smoke cigarettes, man. Right? I miss being a whoremonger. Now you got all matters of folly and vanity on your mind. But when you thinking about the Lord, hey, you can't think about these wicked things, man. Right? Come on, all praises to the Most High. The brother said he driving right now and he listening to the word, man. And that's the spirit we got to be in, man. No matter what we doing, we got to want to hear this word, man. Right? Because like we just read in Romans 10 and 17, the Lord said, hey, faith cometh by hearing. So the brother is gaining faith. All the brothers and sisters on the live, they're gaining faith through hearing the words of God, man. Right? And I want to bring this out, going into Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Right? Going to another account of faith. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 3 and verse, I'm going to start from 10. And it read, I'm going to start from 11. We're going to get straight to the point, right? It says, "And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth, that he shall be cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace." And we all kind of should know this account, man. Right? Going into Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, whoever will not bow down to Nebuchadnezzar's damn golden image, they're going to be cast into the fiery furnace, man. We know this account. Right? But check this out. Let's see what our forefathers said. It says, "And there are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee." So it says Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They ain't regard them, man. They kind of heard that saying, "Oh, a word, we're gonna be cast into the damn furnace." Man, we don't give a damn, man. That's what it say in the scriptures. It said they didn't even regard them, man. Right? This is spirit we gotta be in them days, man. Right? Kind of grab you up. Hey, we say you don't believe in Yahweh Shai, we're gonna chop your head off, man. Right? Bow down to this idol and eat this pork, or we're gonna kill you, man. Hey, we gotta be in the spirit of our forefathers. Hey, I don't give a damn, man. Right? So it says, "These men, O king, have not regarded thee." And that's faith, man. That is faith, you understand? And it says, "They serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up," man. Right? And I want to jump to this other point. Let's jump to verse 16, and it reads, verse 15. It says, "Now if you be ready, that at what time you hear the sound, cornet, flute, harp, and sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, you fall down and worship the image which I have made, well. But if you worship not, you shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands?" So now Nebuchadnezzar kind of getting proud. He's saying, who is God that he's going to deliver you out of my hands, man? Right? But let's see what our forefathers said. And it says, "And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said unto the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter." Meaning, hey, they said, hey, we ain't even got to think about that, man. Right? Hey, we going into the furnace. We not bowing down to your damn image, man. That's what it means when it says, we are not careful to answer you in this matter. Meaning they didn't even have to take a second thought about it, man. Right? They're going to serve the Most High God, and they're going to strive for the truth unto death. Right? And it says, "If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning furnace, and he will deliver us out of thy hand, O king." And that's faith, man. These are the ultimate accounts of faith, man. They said, hey, the Most High God gonna be able to deliver us out of that furnace, man. Right? And it says, verse 18, "But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we would not serve thy gods." And they said, even if he don't deliver us, right? We still have faith in the Lord, and it might just be our lot to die. But either way, we're not serving those false gods, man. Right? And it says, "Nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up." Right? And if you kind of read that whole chapter, it gets heavy, man. Right? He kind of threw him into the furnace, because I don't want to read the whole thing, but they kind of threw him into the furnace, right? Hey, and they came out of there like they wasn't touched. It said their hair wasn't touched. It said their damn coat wasn't touched. You understand? Hey, they kind of came. Hey, and the damn heathen. Hey, some of them got killed that was on the outside of the furnace. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they wasn't touched at all, man. They were delivered by an angel, right? So I want to bring this out. So these are the things we're gonna have to go through in these last days, man. Right? So it's not supposed to be easy to get the kingdom of heaven, right? So this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 7 and verse 6, right? And it reads, There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and it's full of all good things. And this is speaking about the kingdom of heaven, right? The kingdom of heaven is full of all good things. Some things we can't even really perceive and fathom with our carnal mind, man. Right? We kind of read about these things, but we can't even fully receive it, man. Right? And it says, the entrance thereof is narrow, right? And it's set in a dangerous place to fall, right? Like as if there were on the right a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. So that's how it is when you're trying to get the kingdom of heaven. It's like you're on a narrow path. Like when you think about a damn a ballerina, and they kind of on that damn balance beam, the damn 2x4, whatever it is, right? It's like you walking on that, and you got fire on the left hand side, and you got a deep water on the right hand side. All it takes is one bad move, and you're gonna hey, you're dead, man, right? And it says, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Now, this is the point. It says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he will never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance, man? Right? So if you could never go through these trials, you could never go through these tribulations, right? Because on a spiritual level, we represent gold that's being put through a furnace, you understand? And then when gold go through the Salakia, when gold goes through a furnace, it wipes away all the impurities, right? And you come out as a shiny pure piece of gold, man. Right? So that's what this is going into, right? So I'm gonna read verse 9 again. It says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he shall never pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? If you can't endure through these tribulation, if you can't go through these trials, right? How are you going to get the kingdom of heaven? Right? We got to think about Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai was despised the whole time he walked the earth, right? Obviously, by the men of the Lord and the women of the Lord, they honor him, but you had the whole world really, and they hated Yahweh Shai. Hey, he ended up getting put on a damn cross and put to death, man. Right? They spit on Yahweh Shai. They beat Yahweh Shai. You understand? Let me bring this out real fast. So how much more us? Right? So let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter. And we got to think about the things that happened to our Lord. We can't just think Yahweh Shai was just a man that died for our sins and everything is just happy and okay. No, we got to read these accounts and really get into them, right? And see how they treated our Lord, man. Right? So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 67. And it reads, and they did spit in his face. So, hey, they spit in Yahweh Shai's face. You understand? And it says, and buffeted him, meaning they hit him, man. And others smote him with the palms of their hands. So they jump in Yahweh Shai, man. They spit in Yahweh Shai's face. They jumped him, right? Hey, Yahweh Shai went through a lot before he finally got crucified. Don't think they just grabbed him up and they took him straight to Pilate and they kind of put him on the cross. That's not how it happened, man. Right? Yahweh Shai went through a lot of, he went through, I believe it was 6 trials, you understand? And they was putting hands on him, man. Right? So I want to bring this out in Acts 14. So we got to keep the faith, man. Let me bring this real fast in John. Because just like Yahweh Shai was hated, hey, we're going to be hated in this world too. You understand? So this is the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 18. And it reads, if the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. And that's to give you motivation in this thing, man. That's to keep you uplifted in the spirit in this thing, no matter how much people hate you, no matter how much you fall out with your family members, you understand? People kind of side-eyeing you, right? The sisters kind of walking around with dresses on, people saying you weird. Why you got on that damn dress? You look weird, right? Why you always got a hair wrap on? Hey, sisters got to endure that, man. Right? Because Yahweh Shai was hated, man. Right? And it says, verse 19, if you were of the world would love his own. So if you were of this world, you were still walking around with, for the sisters, kind of got the tight pants on, the damn Daisy Dukes on, man, right? Kind of showing all their body, right? For the brothers, you kind of still walking around with a big blunt in your hand, right? The biggest bottle of Henny you could find on the damn shelf. Hey, if you were still of this world, the world would love you, man. They would love you, man. Hey, if brothers was on the highways and byways, passing out blunts, right? Passing out big bottles of Henny, hey, the world will love you, man. And they're going to show up every Saturday, right? But hey, since brothers out there with the scriptures in their hand, reproving, right? Ultimately showing love into the nation, hey, a lot of people going to hate you for it, man. Right? So it says, if you were of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Right? And verse 20, it says, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. So like we were just talking about Yahushua, we got to always remember the servant is not greater than Yahushua, man. Yahushua was beaten. Yahushua was spit on, man. Right? Yahushua was persecuted more than one time. You understand? Hey, so how much more us? And it says, if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. And if they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Right? So, hey, everything Yahushua went through, hey, we gonna have to go through, man. Right? I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people's lives going to be able to have to go through the same thing Yahushua went through, man. Right? And let me get this real fast. Well, everybody going to be persecuted, right? That's in the scriptures. And you got to keep the faith, right? Let me bring this out real fast. This Jeremiah 20 and verse, I'm going to start from 7, right? So let's see how Jeremiah felt when the Lord put the spirit on him and had him beginning to prophesy, right? So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 20 and verse 7, and it reads, O Lord, thou hast deceived me, and I was deceived. Thou art stronger than I, and hast prevailed. I am in derision daily, and everyone mocketh me, man. So this is the mighty prophet Jeremiah. He telling the Lord, he said, Lord, you deceived me, man. Right? I'm in derision daily. Everybody is mocking me. Right? So we have to understand our forefathers felt the same way. So don't let your damn old friends come up to you and say, you a weirdo, man. Right? Why you always reading that damn Bible, man? Right? Man, let's go smoke a blunt, man. Hey, you don't let them mocking you and being a reproach unto you, right? Cause you to go back into the world. Right? Cause you to say, man, I'm tired of this thing, man. I'm tired of getting mocked every day, man. We got to endure these things and keep the faith, man. That's minor. That's minor, man. That's minor temptation when your friends kind of doing things like that, man. It's all minor temptation, man. Right? And it says, I am in derision daily and everyone mocketh me. For since I spake, I cried out. I cried violence and spoil because the word of the Lord was made a reproach unto me and a derision daily. So he telling the Lord, he said, hey, this word was made a reproach unto me, man. Everybody mocking me. Everybody looking down on me. Everybody hate me, man. Right? And it says, verse 9, then I said, I would not make mention of him. And that's how a lot of brothers and sisters start to feel. Man, I'm just gonna get out of this truth, man. I'm not gonna make mention of the Lord no more. Hey, Jeremiah felt like that, man. Right? So like I was reading about earlier in 1 Corinthians 10, don't ever feel like you going through something that another brother or another sister not going through, man. Right? And because even our mighty forefathers went through these things, man. Right? So it says, then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. So he said, I'm not going to speak in the name of the Lord anymore. It says, but his word was in my heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones. Right? Hey, he tried to turn away from being a prophet, but he said, hey, the word was in his heart as a burning fire, man. Right? That's why you got to stay in this word, man. Right? Because this word is going to keep you strong, man. Right? This word is going to build your faith. The more you read, the more you watch the videos, man. Right? The more you speak about the scriptures, hey, it's going to keep you strong in this thing, man. This word is really all we got on this earth, man. Right? The Lord, man. Right? And it's the words of the Lord, man. Right? These scriptures is Yahushua. Because Yahushua is the word in the flesh. Right? And it says, but his word was in my heart as a burning fire shut up in my bones, and I was worried with forbearing, and I could not stay. He said, I couldn't stay away from the word, man. He tried. He said, hey, everybody keep mocking me. I'm tired of this thing. I'm done. He tried to get away, hey, but the word was burning up in his flesh, man. He said, hey, I got to continue to prophesy, man. Right? Because there's certain brothers and sisters that were ordained from the foundation of the earth to be in this thing. So you can't just walk away, right? And Jeremiah is one of them, man. Right? So that's why we gotta that's why the Lord tells us to exhort one another daily, man. Right? Because a lot of our sisters and brothers, they get weak in this thing. You understand? Hey, everybody get weak in this thing. You understand? We have our weak moments, and that's why it's important to have brothers and sisters doing exhortations, calling, checking up on your brothers that's amongst you, right? Reaching out to your brothers and sisters that's amongst you, man. Right? Because we gotta continue. We need each other in this thing. You understand? Right? So let me bring this out in the where I'm about to go to. I'm about to go to Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 13, right? This is the book of Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 13, and it reads, but exhort one another daily. That's thus said the Lord, right? The Lord said, hey, but exhort one another daily, man. Right? So daily you should be exhorting the next brother. You should be exhorting the next sister, man. Right? It says, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. Because a lot of your brothers and sisters, they might be this close to being hardened, right, by the deceitfulness of sin. But through an exhortation you do, right, through the words you speak, by bringing out the words of God to them, hey, that might keep them strong in this thing. You understand? Let me get another one. So it's important to do these things, man. Right? Hey, you don't be that brother that feel like You don't want to reprove a brother or get on the brother, right? Or a sister because you feel like, I don't want them to be mad at me, right? They might be mad if I keep... Hey, you got to get on them, man. Right? If you really love them, you're going to get on them. Hey, brother, why you being slothful, man? Right? Hey, brother, why you ain't been reading? Why you ain't studying, man? Right? Why you ain't bringing out no lessons, man? Why you ain't been checking on the brothers? Why you ain't been talking to the brothers? Whatever it may be, man. Right? You got to let brothers and sisters know, because that's ultimately the true form of love, man. Right? Let me get this real fast on Revelation. Right? Because you want to exhort your brothers and sisters to continue in the faith, man. Right? So this is the book of Revelation chapter 3. Don't think Yahweh Shai was getting on everybody, man. Right? He was getting on everybody, man. Right? So this is the book of Revelation chapter 3 and verse 19. And it reads, as many, in this red letter, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent. So this is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai said, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten, man, because he loved them, right? So whenever he see them going off, he see they got spirits on them, right? Hey, he gonna get on them, man. He gonna rebuke them. You understand? Right? Because he want to see them get the kingdom of heaven. How much more us as brothers and sisters in this thing? We want to see our brothers and sisters get to the kingdom of heaven, man. Right? That's why brothers do these videos, man. That's why brothers labor day and night, man. Right? That's why brothers do these things. Let me get I was just thinking of a precept. Right, right. I'm gonna bring this out. Because we want to see our brothers and sisters make it, man. Right? Paul was like, man, let's go to I forgot exactly what town it was, but he like, hey, let's go here so we can check on our brothers and sisters and see if they still enduring in the faith. That's the type of brother Paul was, right? And like we read about earlier in Romans 15, we gotta apply these things to our life. We gotta read about our forefathers and be like, hey, we gotta do the same thing, man. Right? Hey, Paul was constantly checking on these different churches, trying to see if his brothers and sisters are still enduring. Let me check on them, man. Right? Let me send this letter to them and make sure they good, right? How much more us, man? Right? You can't be in this thing just thinking about yourself, man. You got to carry the burdens of your brothers as well, man. Right? Because, hey, it's not easy to walk in this thing, man. It's not easy to stay in the faith in this thing, man. Right? Just because you might be in the spirit where you feel like, man, I don't need much people to reach out to me. I don't need much people to really to exhort me. Hey, the next brother might not feel that way. You understand? So you gotta always be, you know what I'm saying, be on your checking on your brothers and sisters in this thing, man. And trying to be a good example unto them, man. Try to be a light, man. Right? So this is the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 1, and it reads, we then that are strong are to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. So this ministry is not about pleasing yourself, man. Right? I want to get all the views, right? I want 30 wives, right? Brother kind of doing the work to make money, right? And to be seen. That's not what this thing is about, man. It's all about your brothers and sisters in this thing, man. It's not about pleasing yourself at all, man. Right? Let me get this real fast. It's all about keeping our brothers and sisters in the faith. And I'm trying to find this precept. I believe this is what I want. So this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 33. And it reads, even as I please all men in all things, not seeking my own profit, but the profit of many that they may be saved. And that's what it's about, man. It's not about seeking your own profit, right? It's not about trying to obtain vainglory, right? Trying to obtain popularity, right? Trying to whatever it may be, filthy lucre, doing this work for filthy lucre's sake. You got to be serving the Lord in sincerity and truth, man, right? And it's all about building up the elect. You understand? And I'm gonna read that again. It says, not seeking my own profit, but the profit of many that they may be saved. And that's why brothers continue to labor, right? We don't labor for ourselves. We labor for our brothers and sisters, man. Right? Bring this out. Because brothers know it's not easy to stay strong in the faith, right? So the Lord gave you a certain gift, right? Or a certain talent, whether it may be teaching, right? Giving alms, the spirit of exhortation. You know how to uplift brothers and sisters in the spirit, right? The spirit of prophecy, whatever gift the Lord gave you, you got to use that to be a light unto your brothers and sisters, man. Right? To magnify the name of the Lord, man. Right? And let me bring this out real fast. So, Lockie, I kind of forgot what precept I was about to go to. Oh, no, I remember. This, the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 17, and it reads, consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning. That's plain, man. Brothers don't stay up all night watching videos, writing the notes down, reading, studying, right, for themselves, so they can walk around and say, I'm the mightiest man in the world, man. I have all the wisdom and all the breakdowns. That's not why brothers labor. I'm going to read that again, man. It says, Consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning. Brothers labor for all their brothers and sisters that seek learning. You understand? That's why you got brothers that the Lord put the Spirit on to teach the word all the time, man. You might get tired every time you're scrolling up your damn Facebook. This brother always going live, man. Right? This brother always making videos, man. Right? That's because that brother loved the nation. Right? He want to edify and build up the nation, man. Right? Let me bring this out real fast in Acts 14. Right? So this is the book of let me bring this out real fast in Job, just to touch on what I was going into. Right? Because you got a lot of brothers that they study all day just for themselves. I want to be wise. I want to be wise like King Solomon, right? I want to make right decisions. Me. I. It's not about you, man. This truth is not about you, man. This ministry is about love, man. Right? This ministry is about gathering together the elect back into the Most High God. Right? Let me get this real fast in Job 15 and verse 8. And it reads, "Hast thou heard the secret of God? And doest thou restrain wisdom to thyself?" And that's a rhetorical question. That's wicked as hell, man. To hear the secrets of the Most High God, right? Yahweh Shai kind of supping with you, giving you the understanding of the scriptures. And then you keep the wisdom to yourself. You're not teaching nobody, right? You're not trying to exhort your brothers and sisters to continue in the faith. You just like, man, as long as I got the wisdom, I'm good, man. That's wicked, man. Right? So I wanted to bring this out in Acts 14 and verse 22, and it reads, it's Acts 14 and verse 22, and it reads, confirming the souls of the disciples, right? And this is what Paul was about, confirming the souls of the disciples. So like I was going to earlier, Paul would continually write to these different churches, right? He would go visit them, right, just to confirm their souls and make sure all his brothers and sisters are still continuing in the faith, man. Right? So it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. Because brothers understood, our forefathers understood, it's not an easy walk, man. It's not easy to continue in the faith, man. Right? Like we was going into earlier, hey, it's a straight gate and you kind of walking, and any wrong move and now you back in the world, man. Any wrong move and now you fall in that fire or you fall in that water. And Paul understood this, so he constantly exhorted his brothers and sisters to continue walking in the faith, man. Right? So it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High God. So we're going to get the kingdom through much tribulation. This is not supposed to be an easy walk, man. You understand? It's going to take much tribulation, right? Much endurance to get this kingdom, man. That's why the Lord say in Mark 13 and 13, hey, those that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. Right? Let's bring that out. So you got a lot of people that say, I'm saved through the blood of Christ right now. Right? But that's not the doctrine of the Bible, man. Right? So this is the book of Mark chapter 13 and verse 13. And it reads, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you got to endure unto the end to be saved. And what is it going to take to endure? It's going to take faith, man. Right? It's going to take faith to endure. You understand? That's why faith is really one of the, I should say, the most important thing you can have in this truth, man. Right? Let me get this real fast. Hebrews 11 and verse 6, right? Because it's plain, right? It's Hebrews 11 and verse 6, and it reads, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. So without faith, it's impossible to please the Most High God. So if you lack in faith, you got to really fast on that, man. You got to really pray on that. You understand? Right? So if you one of those brothers that's kind of scratching your beard when you hear people say, yeah, Yahweh Shai coming back in the chariots, right? And all those that's going to be saved, they're going to be beamed up. And you're like, I don't know. That sounds like something out of a movie. I don't think that's true. Hey, man, you lack faith, man. Right? You got to go deal with that, man. And that's leaven, right? And I'm going to go into that. That's the spirit, because I wanted to deal with this as far as with Passover, right? Because Passover coming up, so we got to get rid of all this old leaven, right? So whether it's lacking faith, whether it's being slothful, whether it's hating your brothers, right? Whatever it may be, man, you got to get that old leaven out of your body, man. Right? But let me finish this precept real fast. It's Hebrews 11 and verse 6, and it reads, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So it's impossible to please the Most High God without faith, right? So I want to bring this out real fast. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 11. Bear with me. So I want to bring this out, right? So this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 24, and it reads, And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, take, eat, this is my body. And this is Paul speaking about Yahweh Shai, right? And shalom to all almighty brothers and all almighty sisters on the live. Shalom. It says, take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. So we have to understand when this Passover is coming up, right? And we eating of the lamb, right? The bitter the bitter herbs, right? We eating of the unleavened bread, right? We got to, the wine, right? We got to be thinking about Yahweh Shai, thinking about, the crucifixion of Yahweh Shai, man, right? That's what it's going into. It says, after the same manner also, he took the cup when he had supped, saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as often as you drink it, remembrance of me, right? And verse 26, it says, for as often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come, right? So you're supposed to be thinking about the Lord, man, when you eating of the Passover, right? You got to be thinking about Yahweh Shai, right? And it says, verse 27, wherefore whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord. So if you lack in faith, right, you don't really believe in the crucifixion, right? You shouldn't even be eating the Passover, man. Right? Let me read this again. It says, wherefore whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord. So you can't eat, if you eat of the Passover unworthily, you're guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord. So it's like you the one who slayed the Lord, man. You understand? And it reads, it's a heavy point, verse 28. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. So it's a beautiful time, even though it's always a good time to be examining yourself. Am I strong enough in the faith, right? Am I being slothful, right? Am I hating my brother in my heart, right? Am I still being a whoremonger? Am I in all matters of willful sin, right? This is a beautiful time to examine yourself, right? Right before the Passover, because the Lord said, but let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. So we got to examine ourselves in this thing in these last days, man. Right? And we got to, I just wanted to bring that out about the Passover before I close out through the Spirit, man. Right? Because we got to really understand how serious the Passover is. The Passover is not just hey, we're talking about the day our Lord and Savior, our King, was crucified. It's not just a day, oh, I can't wait until the Passover so I can link up with the brothers and sisters and meet all my brothers and sisters that I know on Facebook and kind of party and jam some hip-hop music. That's not what the Passover is about, man. Right? The Passover is about our Lord and Savior being crucified, right? And it's also about us being delivered from Egypt in the time of Moses, right? But in these days, we're supposed to be thinking about Yahweh Shai on the chief level, you understand? Right, so don't think Passover is just a holy day where it's just time to turn up, man. This is a serious high holy day, man. Right, so it's important to really examine yourself, because the Lord said if you eat of this Passover unworthily, you're going to be put to death, man. Right? I want to bring this out in 1 Corinthians 5 as well, right? So this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7, and it reads, purge out therefore the old leaven. So like in the ancient days, right, according to the law, even today we're gonna still rehearse the righteous acts. You're supposed to take the all leaven that's in your house, right, and throw it out your damn house, you understand? But on a spiritual level, that leaven represents the wickedness and the malice that's inside your body, man, right? It says, purge out therefore the old leaven. That's why it's important, you should be fasting a lot before the Passover. You understand? Fasting and praying that the Lord cleanse your heart, right? Whatever you have to pray on, whatever spirit you're dealing with, you should be fasting on it right before the Passover, man. It says, purge out therefore the old leaven, that you may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened, for even Yahweh Shai, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. You see that? And it says, therefore, let us keep the feast not with old leaven. So don't keep the feast of the Passover with all this old, you still holding grudges on brothers from 2 years ago, right? You still dealing with pride demons, right? You still dealing with all matters of folly and wicked spirits, man. Right? You can't hold the Passover with all this old leaven and malice within you, man. Right? And it says, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. I wrote unto you, that's the point I wanted, right? So we got to get rid of this old leaven, man. Right? Through fasting, through prayer, you understand? Let me bring this out real fast. I want to go to the book of Mark. 9 and verse 29, right? So this is the book of Mark, chapter 9 and verse 29, and it reads, and he said unto them, in this red letter, it says, this kind can come forth by nothing but prayer and fasting. So brothers should be praying, man, right? Fasting, right? Same with the sisters, man, right? That the Lord increase our faith, right? I'm gonna bring this out. I'm not sure if I brought it out earlier, but I know I paraphrased it. And then we're gonna close out, right? I'm gonna get two more. So this is the book of Luke chapter 17 and verse 5, and it reads, And the apostles said unto the Lord, increase our faith. Right? This is 12 apostles that was walking with the Lord. Right? And they still had to ask the Lord to increase their faith. So how much more us, man? We can't see Yahweh Shai with our bodily eyes, man. So we need to pray for faith in these last days, because faith is going to deliver you. You understand? Faith is what's going to save you. Right? When times get hard, man. Right? When you're dealing with temptation. Right? When you're going through different trials, man. Ultimately, your faith is going to save you, man. So we need faith in this walk. Right? We just read in the Hebrews 11:6. Without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord, man. Let me get this real fast in Hebrews. Real quick, I want to bring out another account, just because we was talking about the Passover and Moses left Egypt through faith, man. Moses could have been like, man, I don't really believe, man. I'm just gonna stay here. You might get us killed in the wilderness. Like a lot of our wicked forefathers were saying. You should have just let us stay in Egypt, man. Right? You brought us out here to get killed. Right? They were wicked as all hell, man, because they lacked faith ultimately. Right? Because if they had faith in the Lord, they would have been like, hey, we know the Lord gonna lead us to where we need to be, man. Right? But they lacked faith. So this Hebrews 11:24, and it reads, by faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, right? Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. So Moses could have stayed in Egypt and been under Pharaoh's daughter and had power in Egypt, man, and kind of did what he wanted to do, man. But he rather suffer with his brothers and sisters than to, through faith, he rather suffer with his brothers and sisters than to be called the Pharaoh's daughter, man, right? So Moses believed the things that the Lord was telling him, man. He had faith in the Lord, right? Let's bring this out in Romans 4, right? And this is what faith is. I like this precept right here, right? So this is the book of Romans chapter 4 and verse 20, right? And it reads, he staggered not at the promise of the Most High through unbelief, right? It's talking about Abraham, but was strong in faith, giving glory to the Most High God, right? And the next verse is the point. Verse 21, and being fully persuaded that what he had promised he was able to perform, man. That's a heavy precept. It says Abraham was fully persuaded that what the Most High God promised he was able to perform, man. Meaning, hey, how much more us today when we read through the scriptures and be like, fire coming down from heaven, right? People being beamed up, right? The Most High God has woolly hair, right? Hey, we got to be fully persuaded that all these things the Most High God is able to perform, man. Right? That takes faith, man. To believe these things you've never seen. Think about our forefather Noah, right? It never rained at the time when the Lord told him he was going to flood the world, right? So Noah could have been like, man, what the hell is rain? I've never seen water come down from the sky. I'm not building no damn ark. What the hell is he talking about, man? But even though Moses never seen, Salaki, I'm going to say Noah. Even though Noah never seen rain, what he do, man? He started building that damn ark, man. Right? He kind of putting that work in, man. Right? All through faith in the Lord, man. Right? That's heavy when you really think about it. And how much more us? We never seen a damn chariot come out the sky and start to shoot laser beams and fire and brimstone down. But yeah, brothers is doing his work because brothers believe these things. Right? You don't have to see to believe, man. Right? And that's what the Lord said. Real fast. Let me bring this out real fast. I know I said I'm gonna get a couple more, but I gotta get in here, man. Right? So this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1 and verse 32, and it reads, I sent unto you my servants the prophets, whom you have taken and slain and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hands, said the Lord, right? Thus said the Almighty Lord, your house is desolate. I will cast you out as a window of stubble, and your children shall not be fruitful, for they despise my commandment and done the thing that is evil before me, right? And this is the point. Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, right, which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me, right? And it says, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them, right? So we didn't see no signs. We didn't see the things that our forefathers seen, you understand? We, like Elisha, right, he seen Elijah get beamed up in the chariot. We didn't see that before, man, right? We didn't see Moses split the Red Sea. We didn't see Yahweh Shai walk on water, man. Right? We didn't see Yahweh Shai healing the blind and the maimed, right? I mean the lame, Salakia, the deaf. Right? We didn't see these things with our bodily eyes, yet we still believe. So that's how you can perceive through the spirit. This is the generation that the Lord is talking about, man. You got the word of the Lord being preached on all four corners of the earth, and yet we didn't see any miraculous signs, man. Right? So that's a beautiful thing when you really sit back and meditate on that, man. Right? Because you have our wicked forefathers who seen Moses split the Red Sea, and they still didn't believe, man. They still wanted to go back into Egypt. right? And you had these damn wicked Pharisees, right? Hey, if you really think about this, it's kind of crazy, man. In the account where Judas betrayed Yahushua, and they kind of came and grabbed him up, right? And they was trying to grab the Lord up, and then you had Peter pull out his sword and cut the Malchus' ear off, right? Hey, and Yahushua kind of picked up his ear, right? Put it back on his damn head, right? And did a miracle right in front of their face. And what did they do? They still grabbed him up and persecuted him, man. Right? So our forefathers was wicked, man. You just watched this man heal this man's ear, right? Especially, hey, the brother that got his damn ear healed, he wicked as all hell for still saying, man, we still gonna persecute this man, man. That's how you know ultimately it was all through jealousy, right? But I just wanted to bring that point out. I'm gonna get a couple more. Let me get this real fast in John. Let's get John 20. Right, so this is the book of John chapter 20 and verse 24, and it reads, but Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Yahushua came. So this is going until when Yahushua was after he was crucified, he showed himself unto the apostles again after 3 days. Right, but Thomas wasn't there, so he didn't see Yahushua. Right, and it says, and the other disciples therefore said unto him, we have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I would not believe. So you got Thomas, one of the apostles, right, who also was known as Didymus. He said, man, if I don't see him with my bodily eyes, I'm not going to believe, right? So he was kind of going off, right? But check this out. It says, and after 8 days, again, his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then Yahushua, the doors being shut. Salaki, it says, then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, peace be unto you. Right? Then he said unto Thomas, reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand, and thrust into my side, and be not faithless, but believing. So Yahushua kind of showed himself unto Thomas and said, hey, I'm here, man, right? He let him touch his wounds, right? Right? In verse 28, it says, and Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord and my God. Now this is the point, verse 29. Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. Hey, so all the brothers and sisters on this live, hey, as long as you believe in Yahushua, you're blessed. Because you didn't see Yahushua with your bodily eyes, and yet you still believe. Right? So the Lord Yahushua, out of his own mouth, he said you're blessed, man. So that's a beautiful thing to be able to have faith in the Lord, yet you didn't see any miraculous signs, right? We seen signs and miracles through the Spirit, right? Like the Lord might have cleansed you from a demon that you never thought could be possible, that you could stop doing, and the Lord cleansed you from it, right? We seen things like that, but we never seen Yahushua with our own eyes, man. And yet we still believe, man. Yet we still keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, and we still keeping the faith, man. Right? So that's a beautiful thing, right? So I'm gonna bring this out one last one through the Spirit. This is the book of Revelation chapter 2 and verse number 10, and it reads, in this red letter, it reads, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, right? That's just going to a complete amount of days, right? It doesn't mean exactly 10 days. It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So we have to keep our faith unto death, and that's how we're going to ultimately be crowned and inherit the kingdom of heaven. Let me get one more, right? I already brought that up, right? Sirach chapter 4 and verse 28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. But in Revelation 2 and 10, it says, be thou faithful unto death, man. Right? So that's what we got to strive to do, man. Pray for faith, man. Continue in the faith. No matter what you're going through, continue in the faith. When you think things are starting to get you hard, reach out to a brother or a sister, man. Right? Pray to the Lord, man. Right? Real fast. Salakia, man. I got to just bring these out, man. Right? It's the book of Psalm chapter 55 and verse 22, and it reads, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. So whatever you're going through, cast your burdens upon the Lord, and he's going to sustain you, man. The Lord is going to deal with it, man, as long as you have faith. That's why Yahushua, when he walked the earth, when he was healing brothers and sisters, he asked them, hey, do you have faith? Or you were saved through your faith? Believest thou this? Do you believe I can do these things? You have to believe first, and then I can save you. Without faith, I can't do anything for you, man. Right? So I'm going to read that again. It says, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved, and the Lord will never suffer the righteous to be moved, man. Right? Let me get this real fast in 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 7, and it reads, casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you, man. So whatever you're going through, cast all your care upon the Most High God, because the Most High God genuinely cares for you, man. right? The Most High God cares for you, man. Don't ever think you got to fight something alone, man. You might not have a brother or a sister that you can reach out to and call a phone, ask for precepts, ask for counsel. But guess who you got? You got the words of the Lord, right, which is Yahweh Shai in the spirit. You got the Most High God, man, right? So all you got to do is pray to the Most High God, cast all your cares upon the Most High God, man, right? And the Most High God, he going to uplift you in the spirit, man. He going to keep you in this thing as long as you show that you got faith, man, right? Brother said he over there crying, man, right? All praise to the Most High. Hey, brother, you can't lose your faith in this thing, man. Right? You got to continue to strive in this thing. Hey, brother, you can always reach out to my inbox, brother, and we could talk, man. We could go over scriptures, whatever it may be, man. Right? That goes for anybody on the live, man. Right? We got to have each other in these last days, man. That's what this ministry is all about. Right? The Lord said in Hebrews 13 and verse 1, let brotherly love continue, man. That's what it's about, man. Right? So with that, I want to say Shalom, Yasha. Lord willing, this is uplifting in the spirit, right? Lord willing, this is edifying, right? Lord willing, brothers and sisters got the understanding, right? They feeling a little better in the spirit, whatever it may be, right? I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? And with that, Shalom, Yasha.